you guys. We are gonna make this video short and sweet for a couple of reasons. Number one, I have my window open, so I'm not sure how the audio is gonna pick up. So we are going to test it out. If I feel like the audio is not as good, I'm gonna put on a clip-on microphone for you guys next time. But let's just do this for now, okay? As promised, I am going to talk about the process of me getting ready to play at Art Nights this year. After we found out that we are gonna play this year, my initial reaction was like screaming for about a full 3 minutes. Not even kidding. I was so happy. And then immediately I thought, oh my goodness, I really want to sing, because I always wanted to get back to singing. I feel like with all the production and mixing and just all the post-production factors, it just really make me forget about why I wanted to make music in the first place. But obviously, because I want to sing on, should I say non-traditional songs? I don't know, but I have this really clear image of energy that I want to portray. It's rather challenging to expect other people to write the type of music I want to sing on. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna do it all by myself. However, things always take longer than they seem like. It's got to the point that sometimes after I finish all the production or programming or all the mixing, I don't want to sing anymore. I'm exhausted. It's just like, why do I even do this then, right? So even though I just have this urge of like, I'm going to sing, like I'm gonna have all my gear laid in front of me, I'm probably gonna do this live sets that I always wanted to do, what I envision I can do, I have to calm myself down, really calm myself down, and just have an honest conversation with myself. I said to myself, okay, it's really good that, okay, the window is really distracting. Hang on 1 second. I have the window closed a little bit, so hopefully it's not as loud. This is the first performance. This is not your last. You don't have to go all out right away. I know you're ambitious. I know you want to do really well. I know you want to do a lot. Basically just calming my ego down. But the reality is, I really rather build my set step by step and slowly, and have a healthy grow, rather than just forcing myself to alright, so I should go into more detail so you guys will understand better. At first, I don't want to use any sound other than the sound I make or the sample I make, which is, once again, such an egotistic want, because there's nothing wrong to use sounds other than your own. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And I like other people's sound. Like, that just like, when did I become so self-centered? Like, I don't like it. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna use as much as my sound as possible, because obviously, like, if I don't like the sound, I wouldn't make it. And I would also allow myself to use other people's sound without this kind of voices of like saying, oh, you're not a real artist, you use other people's sound, you're not a real sound designer, you ask other people's sound. Like, it's just not about that. Music, it's about a group effort. It's like, it should be like a teamwork. Because at the end of the day, I will be the one that's like performing alongside with Heen. Like, it's just so annoying when you have to talk to your own ego and really face that side of you that you're not so proud of, but it exists, you know? So personally, I think it's healthier if you just face it, like just deal with it. So after knowing that, okay, I'm going to use my own sample, I'm gonna use my own sound, I'm also going to use other people's sound, that all the sounds that I really enjoy, that I collected over the years. I move on to, okay, so do I want to play everything live? Like, you know, those video of people building a track from scratch. I thought about it, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I can do part of that. Oh, because the whole set is 1 hour, so I have time. Like, I should really enjoy it. You know what I mean? Forget about pleasing your ego or whatever. Like, you should really enjoy the moments, because if you're not having fun, if you're stressing out, the audience will pick it up. Plus, you don't want to make music for other people. I know some people might want to make music for other people and it's good for them, like, it's just nothing wrong with it, but I don't. I am blessed enough that I don't need to do that. So I really treasure the fact that I can just be free, honestly, and I am going to do that for as long as I can before I have to make music to please other people, right? I mean, yeah. Right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of like building the track maybe, but I'm not gonna build a whole track and then do that method for an entire hour. So I thought, okay, I should prepare some clips to launch, because I'm gonna use Push, because you guys know how much I love Ableton Push. I'm gonna launch some clips. I'm also going to play and then record live during the performance, and because I'm not performing by myself, and that is a good pointer. I feel like every time when you're just not the only person on stage, you really have to think about, okay, what about your partner? How do you play off each other? I think it's much more enjoyable experience, and also for the audience, they will feel it's an act, you know, like you guys are putting on a show, because at the end of the day it is a show. It's not like it's just me locking myself at home and just like totally nerding out, you know. Gosh, I'm like so weird today. Okay, right now London is experiencing heat wave, and it hasn't rained for more than, what is it, like 6 or 7 weeks now. All the grass outside are dead, and my body type does not react well with the heat. So I feel like as a human being I'm malfunctioning, and I'm speaking really fast. You guys know I tend to speak slowly, but I just can't. And remember I said I'll see you guys in 2 days, so I waited last week. It was bloody hot as well. I didn't want to film, even though it's for documenting sick, but I didn't want to see malfunctioning. Just really can't deal with heat. Then this week I was like, you know what, this heat wave situation is not gonna go away. We're gonna have a solid summer in London, even though London is just known for no summer, you know, global warming. So things change, and if I want to be a responsible person, I need to carry out my promise. Plus I'm already 1 week late, even though you guys are super nice and always very supportive. I'm constantly late uploading my videos, but you guys are always just like just super awesome. Anyways, my point is, just excuse my super quick talking. This is the real me. Yeah. Okay, back to the gig. I might be regretting uploading this video, but I really want to be honest with you guys. Like, just people act differently under different climates. And don't ask me why I don't have AC in London, because apparently it's not a thing in London. I'm just beyond sad. Whew. Okay. Should I turn off the fan? I think the audio should be okay. I'm just gonna talk louder. This is so not natural. Like, I'm speaking really fast, I'm speaking really loud, but we're just gonna do what we have to do. Okay. Whew. Right, so while I was in Toronto, I spent way too much time on creating my own sample. Apparently, I felt like I didn't have enough of my sound in my library. Like, I just never feel satisfied. I always feel like I can make more, I can make better ones, I can just do better. As soon as I finish making something, I'll be like, okay, I don't like it anymore, and I'll just remake it, and you know, rabbit hole just repeating itself. But I know a lot of people go through this kind of similar situation, so it's fine. It's just part of the progress. And eventually I make a lot of things that I actually really like, I enjoy. I told myself, okay, you have to let go. This is the best you can do at this point in your life. Like, you're not gonna die tomorrow, touch wood. So just let yourself, give time to let yourself grow. You're not competing with anyone. Like, I always emphasize this point. It applies to any type of any type of work, but especially, I feel, it's just my personal opinion, if you're doing creative work and you feel like you're always competing with other people, it's just no fun. Like, why? You're only competing with yourself. And you should be improving according to your pace. Like, don't slack off. You can take a break, but it's just like, don't choke your neck to the point that you don't even remember why I want to do this. So oftentimes I have to just calm down and let this girl, meaning me, make mistake. Yes, I do want to talk about making mistake, because I've made so many mistakes regarding to this gig, and I also made mistake while I was performing, although I was really happy that I made those mistakes, because obviously next time I won't make the same mistake. So it's a really good learning experience. I think for the mistake part, I'm gonna separate that subject to another video. This video is mainly focusing on, you know, the craziness that I went through, and I don't want to do too much editing of this video, because if you cut out all the flaws, you're lying. I mean, that would be me, not you, like me. And this is the part that you really have to excuse me, because I want to record my flaws as well. This is my fan making funny sound. Even though I might seem very jittery because of the heat, I need to watch this and make fun of myself. Yes, making fun of yourself is another great access, because you just cannot take yourself too honestly. Oh, too seriously. Oh my god, I'm just way too off right now. It's okay if you don't want to watch it, you can just like forget about it. But I need to document this so I know how I behave when it's not ideal. Because you know, I am so spoiled. I'll just admit it to the camera. I'm always in this comfortable environment. I mean, when I was modeling, when I was much younger, the environment was not nice, because obviously you have to wear winter clothes in summer, and in summer you wait, what? You winter clothes, you wear winter, you wear summer clothes, and the summer you wear winter clothes. Jesus Christ, I can't even speak. Anyways, this part I might cut out. Back to where I am. Totally off. That's why I write it down, so I can always come back. Thanks for all the messages, by the way. It was really sweet of you guys. Okay, so I have all the clip, sample, sound ready to go, and I figure out what kind of melody I want to play live. And the next is not as fun but very important, the CPU situation. Now, when I am producing, I use my UAD, so a lot of the workload, it's on UAD, which is a workhorse, and it's no problem, always super streamlined. For the live, however, since I'm playing with Heen, and also I want to use my iPad, there are a couple apps that I was planning to use, but I ended up just use one, and I should make another separate video about that app because I think you guys will find it useful. So I figure having a mixer is much more practical when I play live, because think about it. Okay, my laptop, Heen's laptop, iPad, and Heen has iPad, already like 4 inputs, and we might add more because I wanted to use my Touch Live for vocal. At that point I still wanted to sing, and also I wanted to use my OP1. You see, like, it's just so ambitious for no reason. It's like, why do I need to have so many gears? Like, I mean, it's not like I don't like artists use a lot of gear when they perform, like, nothing wrong with it, and if you can handle it. Then again, this is just my first one. Like, why do I let gear take over my music? You know what I mean? Like, because electronic musician, we're so blessed, right? Like, we have all these toys that we can use, and we have all these, just so many toys at our disposal, and we want to use them all because they're fun to play. And even if it's not for the ego's sake, we also want to show people that, like, look, you guys can also play these toys and they're like fun. And I don't understand why I just suddenly stopped recording. Anyways, so since I'm not gonna have UAD with me, I really have to look out my CPU usage, because I have a laptop that is from 2013 summer. Maybe I'll type you guys the specs later on screen. It's still very powerful, but it's getting to the point that audio skipping out happens from time to time if I load up too many tracks or too many plugins, especially plugins that are very CPU intense. For example, H delay. I love using H delay, but every time when I launch H delay, it just, or anything from Isotope, it just but I love them, you know. So for that, I have to plan ahead. I have to maybe pre-record a lot of the effects that I wanted, but that's just no fun, because it's always more fun if you can just tweak the knob live. Yeah, so after taking care of the whole CPU aspect, I was like, I still want to do something new, like, because I thought I have 1 hour, right? So I thought, okay, I'm going to learn a new plugin. Maybe I will have some new ideas. Because every time when you learn, I mean, at least for me, when I learn a new plugin, it will spark my creativity. I feel like, oh, I can do this, maybe combine this plugin with that plugin and just create something new and affect other, just the chain will go on forever. And because of that thought, I went into another rabbit hole of just digging out all these new plugins I could use. And then I ended up spending way too much time on doing this. And eventually, I was like, hold on. And then I bought a couple of new ones, obviously. But I ended up using Granulator. It's not a new plugin, and I have had that plugin for ages. I just never have the time to really explore its capability when it's an amazing plugin and it's from obviously one of my hero, Monolith, Rubber Hank. And I was like, I should use this, create something, and also talk about it with you guys, because I really don't know how many people know about it. I'm sure a lot, but I couldn't find that many online. So that will be another video as well. Just want to let you guys know. I picked up a plugin that I have for a while, learned something new about it, create something new from it. It was so much joy. I don't know how to explain. It's just like, even though you're just all by yourself, yeah, I was still in Toronto all by myself and just doing all these nerdy things all by myself. It's just so happy. I didn't feel lonely. Maybe a little bit lonely the moment that I finished making everything, like from the plugin. I was like, oh, like I'm alone again. But during the process, it's just so much fun. I just want to like share this with all the other introverts or people who, you know, make music in their bedroom or just by themselves. I have this post on my wall in Toronto. I'll show you guys when I go back. It says, loneliness is a lie. And I always thought that is just such a cool post. Like, I forgot if I came up with it or I got it from some movie, because I always like collect quotes from movie. Yes, it's pretty cheesy, but it works. So yeah, gosh, this video is gonna be long, isn't it? What should I do? Should I just cut it here? Okay, so I got the sound sample CPU management gear decision new plugin exploration to create more new sound, that's when I really have to decide if I want to also sing on the set. I really want to, and I even practice for a couple days. Okay, this is the slot, I can do this, I can use the voice to create interesting feedback and then tweak it and then create a loop, and then I can sing on top of it. But my computer just keeps on skipping out. Like, it's just crazy. It just drives me insane. I was this close to get a new laptop, I kid you not. I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this to do what I was gonna do, and then use the new laptop to do all the singing processing. And I was like, okay, this is just too crazy. Like, I'm not in need to prove anything. Like what's with all this madness? Because when I was just playing all the sets by myself, it was more than 1 hour, and it's just all my own material. I was like, I leave no time for hint inputs. Like, I forgot it's not about me, you know. It's just so important. It's just like, I don't like it when I feel like it's about me. It's just so I don't think it's cool. I think it's much more cool that you constantly think about how you can fit other people in your sets, in your life, in your, I don't know, like, activities. I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut my live set short so I can sing on it. You see, like, how hard I try to just, like, goddamn it, just sing on it. And then so I asked around. I said, like, my friend who also do live sets, but they do completely different type of live sets, because most of them, they're DJs and they don't sing on their sets. I should get to know some DJ who also sing on their sets. Yeah, sorry, my brain just went on this thinking route. Anyways, so after a very careful evaluation, I had to stop myself. Okay, maybe not this time. Maybe I should just focus on getting the sound right, perform a really good experimental set, because it is for ArtNight. If I want to do anything that's not normal music, this is my opportunity. I know you love singing. I know you cannot wait to get back to calling yourself being a singer. I have to let that part of the ego out, and it was not easy. But yeah. Clearly I'm a little bit sad. It's fine, because of the whole voice situation. I really hope you guys don't find it like, oh my god, this girl and her need to sing, it's just so unbearable. This is just something that I need to acknowledge, that because I was so burned when I was much younger, having people just call me, you're just a singer. I was so burned from that fact. So I always just try my best not to sing. Like, for the longest time when I was at music school, I did not want to tell people that, yeah, I actually got in from voice. Like, apparently you're not a real musician if you just know how to sing. So there is this deep-rooted fear of people just think what, you're just a singer? So that's my biggest demon. Anyways, if you guys have your version of demon, like, I would love to know, because you know, exposing your vulnerability is not always the easiest thing to do. But I learned that once I can say it out loud to the universe and just acknowledge that I'm not just a freaking singer, it really helps. So my next goal, beside on keep on improving on production, because I do enjoy and I love doing it, I also want to improve myself as a songwriter. This year or the coming year, my plan is to really hone into that skill alongside with production. I want to build this pyramid thing in a solid way. I do not want to run away from voice anymore. Like, I think I'm ready to face this fear. Yeah, I think I am ready. After all, it's the voice that started this music journey. And I bloody love singing, like I really do. Like, for the longest time, I would tell myself, no, I hate singing. I don't like it. I don't like most of the singable songs. It's just so many lies that you tell yourself so that you don't need to face your fear. Like, oh my god, this is mental. And I think, yeah, enough is enough. Like, I do freaking love singing. I do freaking love making experimental music. I do freaking doing production and work with other people, and I do freaking love jewelry, like love all the beautiful girly thing, and I do love gear, and there is nothing wrong and just not shameful. I just happen to like a lot of things. But this year, I'm gonna go back to the roots. I'm gonna let myself sing more, write more singable songs, and if you happen to be a really good songwriter, please message me, because it takes me way too long to write a song. Yes, so this video we covered, I mean, I don't know how in depth I should go into, because for me this is all I needed to rewatch in 5 years if I want to like look back. Okay, how did I do on my first gig, that kind of thing. Like, I have enough material to make fun of myself. I learned that I can let go of my ego, evaluating the real situation, facing my biggest fear. I think it's a good progress, but of course I always feel like it's not good enough, and I also have to acknowledge this side of my personality and be okay with it and just keep doing it. Just my grandpa used to say to me, life is like riding a bicycle. As long as you don't stop, you won't fall. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. Yeah. So I will see you guys next time with the information of the actual gig night, like what went wrong and how we dealt with that. Bye.